All right, what's going on, everybody? I pray y'all are doing well and having a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. As we all top give the Most High all the honor, the glory, and all the praise and worship. Still catching up, so this is actually a video response back to you, TG1. Great email. Your title of your email said "Losing the Black Community," and you said some powerful, powerful things in that email, which I totally agree with. So what I want to do with this video, I'm gonna just call this "What You See Is Gentrification." I talked about this a long time ago on here. Yes, it's sad what we see and been seeing for years. And what I'm gonna do is really, I'm probably gonna make a few people mad with this video, but it's not my intentions because one thing I learned about the truth offends people. It hurts. It cuts you up, but the truth shall make you free. Um, Even where I stay, and I know a lot of people, if they live around me or grew up with me, see this video, they're gonna say they know exactly what I'm talking about. What we have going on is gentrification that have taken over. Um, it's so much that have happened in the neighborhood. You know, think about it. In a lot of places, they are really raising up the taxes so high that most people can't even afford to live there. And once again, it hurt my heart to see this, especially what hurts me the most is I think about my older people who have been around here, who's still around here living, breathing, who's on fixed incomes, and they've been pretty much pushed out, and they've been in their house for years, even though they don't own it, they've been renting, renting, renting. A lot of people don't own their homes. So it's sad. It's heartbreaking. But what have happened also, we could say, this just facts I'm speaking. We have had so many, the ones that did own their house, or didn't have that much left paying on it when they either died off or got put in a nursing home, and they left the children the house, and they wouldn't even a lot of the children were strung out on dope, drugs. So what you have then, nobody paying taxes on the house, taxes going sky high, sky high. You know how the story goes. But I'm not talking about everybody. It's like this. Some people have really took care of business, after the parents have died on. And every time that happens with a funeral, you get a big fight between the siblings. Somebody ain't gonna like something. Somebody else gonna fight over the house. Somebody gonna want the car. You know how it goes, etc., etc. So what you have is when these people ride around, we already know who they are, and offer you that cash for your house, especially, it's just gentrification. Especially when you have a historical area, they really want that. But most of my people that I hear complain on a daily basis around here, not everybody, I always talking about the white man. You do the white man pushing us out. The white man did this. The white man doing that. The white man is the devil. The white man is evil. The white man, the white man, the white man, the white man. So on about the white man. I'm so tired of hearing that. Because when I look at even where I'm at, I look at what the drugs done. How we have, I'm talking about us. How us done murdered so much of us. If we wouldn't murder each other spiritually, we would murder each other physically. All the dope that's been sold, the dope just killed the community. The drugs, the guns, the violence, I mean, you name it. We always sit up and talking about the white man, the white man, the white man, but who made you shoot your own brother? Or you was too strong out. I told you I'm gonna hurt some feelings in this video. You was too strong out. You couldn't keep the house because all your money went on dope. That ain't whose fault is that? Talking facts now. Who you gonna really blame? You the one that messed up your life in and out of jail, Half of your life you've been in jail, and then you still talking about the white man. It's the white man that, or the fact of that we don't support each other. A lot of times, I'm not talking about everybody. We have to take responsibility for what we have done. Take responsibility for your own actions. That's why I always say it's a difference between a neighborhood and a community. Here, we just done took neighbor off and we just call it hood. But if you look at a community, at the end of that word, you see unity. See, it ain't always been like this for black people, like I said in my older videos that they took down. That was the point of time, hey man, we owned everything. We cared for each other. We looked out for each other. And some people are still like that, but not all. You needed help, brother had your back, sister had your back. Come by from my store, support me. I support you. But it's hard. Let me say this right. It's not hard. We don't. What I want to say is we don't see that nowadays. We don't see that nowadays. Gentrification stepped in and killed the black community. But let me ask you this. Was the community already killed before the gentrification really stepped all the way in? Oh yeah, you ride around, you see these signs all the time. Cash for your home. You know what time it is. Because in certain areas, what they do, the property, they bring the property area is all the way brought down. Brought down. So then what goes on when it's brought down, your land is at a very cheaper price. And once that sets in, they start forcing a lot of people out of that same community. And then what they do, they raise the property value back up. And the ones who are renting, if that landlord make that deal, you're going to get a phone call. Hey, I'm selling the house. You got 6 to 7 months or 8 months or whatever it is to figure out where you're going to live at. That's a lot of our older people. Think about the ones who still staying in duplexes. Or even if it ain't a duplex, they still was renting their home. You get that phone call, you got to go somewhere else. You're not prepared to go. See, this is what happens when we don't own everything in the neighborhood and we don't support each other. We lose. Why is it I can see the Latinos sticking together? Them so-called Jews who stick together. The Koreans, the Asians, you name it. We the only race of people pretty much who don't support each other. And once again, I'm not talking about everybody. Well, brother, I know you said in church too, but I've been getting I'd rather continue to do my business over here, brother. But I'm proud of you. Or if we do get somebody to be what they would say, man, let me get the hookup, let me get the hookup, let me get the discount. If you had to base your business off a discount all the time, you wouldn't even have no business. Me and my brother Tally always talk about this because he owns the laundromat up there on the corner, in which they trying to buy him out also too. See, when you brought up poor, $250,000 seemed like a whole lot. $300,000 seemed like a whole lot. It is to you if you never had it. But once you think about it, when you have to relocate, is that really a lot of money? If you had to start over right there, there are a lot of people around here that already sold their home for $250,000. And you know they putting up a $2-3 million home. Just listen to that alone. I give you $250,000. And then next time you come by, you see me building. And you go look up my house online that I gave you $250,000 and I tore yours down because I'm finna rebuild and put up a mansion. That's what's going on. Gentrification. $250,000. And now, you come over here if you think I'm lying. Come over to my neighborhood, I'll show you. We got mansions all down on the other end of the street. You got mansions, then some houses look like shacks, houses, mansion, trap house, mansion. And eventually they are knocking more and more down every day. That took a whole street or two. You can go down every street now pretty much, and you'll see gentrification. Cash for your home. But when you think about it, this is what I'm about to make a lot of people mad. It's just going on, cut the video off there if you don't give me. But when you think about all the money we done spent at the corner store, let me get all the way real before I shut this video down. When you look at these corner stores, there's always a little shack in the wall in the corner store. But look who's always behind the cash register. Look who owns it. Look who's back there cooking the food. They have made millions and millions off of the black community. And if you go look where they stay, I guarantee you it don't look like where we stay. They are living in mansions. How did they get that? Off of your business. But all the money we done spent at they store for years, and years, that's where you get your bread, your liquor, at your lottery tickets, at your cigarettes, at your whatever, etc., your food. But what if it was black owned? See, this all have been a setup. Me and my mom was just talking about this stuff. We was just on the phone talking about how she was when it was for her growing up and how it was for me growing up over here. And I was telling my mom, especially when the 80s hit, crack took over. Heroin, crack, cocaine, it all took over. And when it hit the neighborhood, many people was destroyed. But like I say, where these drugs come from, who bought it over here? We didn't. But we actually did exactly what the enemy wanted us to do, which was killing each other, day by day. All the gang violence, all the shootouts, all the murder, all the selling dope and ODing on drugs. We can't point the finger at nobody else. Can't nobody make you do what you do. All the guns that was in the hood. Hell, even in middle school, people could get, a lot of people I know already had a gun before they had a handbook. It's sad. Crooked police officers planting drugs on people, busting in the trap houses, but all the money. And what happened to the money? Somebody kid went to college off of the dope money. See, all of the money wasn't getting turned in. Crooked officers. I ain't talking about all of them. This stuff is all a setup. But once again, we have to take responsibility for what we have done also. Now, if you come out here, we got all these signs in the yard. Stop the zoning. No zoning change. You'll see it. Help save Elam Thicket. My mama said, can I put that sign in your yard? Yeah, go ahead. But in reality, to me, and mama, don't get mad at me for saying this, but you already know how I talk. But for me, how can we save what's already gone? This is no longer what it used to be. It's only a few left over here that's even putting up a fight. Because like I say, everybody pretty much done passed on. So I'm like you fighting a no-win situation. Because every time you wake up and go down and drive on another street, another house has been torn down and another mansion has been put up. After a while, something's going to have to happen with the elementary school. It's either going to have to turn private or something. I don't know what. But their goal is to drive more and more of us out of here. Especially by this area being right down the street from the airport. That's why y'all heard so many planes in my video. The planes fly right over my house all the time. It's loud. But it's so convenient right here because you can get to any freeway real fast. And we have a lot of freeways in Dallas. Texas have a lot of freeways. But everything is so convenient. They done build so much stuff down there by the airport. Done expanded the airport. I mean, you already see the flow plan. This video kind of reminds me of, what's my man name? Lawrence Fishburne. In the movie Boys in the Hood. If you ever seen Boys in the Hood, there was a scene in that movie. I forgot what Lawrence, his name was Furious in the movie. Furious Styles, I believe. But there was a scene in there where he talked about gentrification, which that was way back then, and it fits right now with what I'm talking about. So much truth in that movie. And I remember him saying, he said the best way to destroy people is to take away their ability to reproduce themselves. That's deep. That's deep. But even with all I have said, I'm going to take it on another level before I close. Even when we did own our own stuff, and I'm talking about owning it all. Some of y'all done read about Black Wall Street. But even when we did own everything, we was murdered for it. We was just murdered, cold blood. That's why I did that video on the Tulsa race massacre. That was a massacre. That was a disaster. Just innocent people being killed. Excuse me, murdered. Difference between being killed and being murdered. That was just straight murder to me. So even when we did have it all, we was murdered in the process. Our race of people. What are you supposed to tell your sons and daughters growing up? How can I teach my son Jay to obey the law when the law don't obey the law? How can we talk about justice when it's no justice, it's just us? It's hard what we're living in, y'all. I'm not trying to take it there. That's a whole other video. But just think about this. Out of all the stuff we have done to ourselves. That's what I want us to see, the big picture for it. Because when you start talking about helping, you got to first start with self. Realize the mistakes and everything we have made. Because a lot of our people, like I said, our older people, they are dead and gone. They're gone. And a lot of them work themselves to death. See, we really do what we're supposed to do, the way we're supposed to do it, it wouldn't even be, I don't think it would be this bad. Because I always tell people land is better than money. If you got property, even the Bible shows you that about the inheritance of property, land, Israel. It's powerful. But if you just give everything away with a little or nothing, you don't have nothing to fall back on. But I leave with that. Just a few little words I wanted to say, and my brother, you know who you are. Let me know what you think about this video, and y'all have a wonderful, 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 blessed Friday night. I'm not going to be on live tonight. I'm actually going to go to a wake. Keep the Tauber family in your prayers once again. I'm going to go be with my boy, in this time of grieving. He lost his mom. Got to go bury mama. So I know I'm not going to be on live tonight, but I want to just say peace and blessings to everybody. Maybe I can come on Saturday night. That's why I'm posting this video here. Still responding back. And Sister Jamie, I love you. I ain't forgot about you with your video. Like I said, I'm playing catch up, so bear with me. trying to answer some of the um, old emails that it's put out almost been a year, so just bear with me. I love y'all. Y'all take care. One more other thing. Brother, you asked me at the end of your email. I love this question. If a brother move out of the hood and move on, is he a sellout? No. My answer gonna always be no. You should want your children, especially, to do way better than you and not go through what you went through, but at the same time, let them know what the struggle was all about. Because, see, I hear people all the time, man, don't forget about me, man. You leave, man. And the ones that always say that they ain't doing nothing. But you'll sell out as soon as you leave. No, I call that being smart. Because those same ones will rob you if you still live here. I mean, live wherever you are. That's why little Boosie got out of Louisiana, like he said. That's why all of them brothers, man, Pete, all of them, they give back and they love hard, but it's hard for you to have money and stay where you was brought up at because there's so many people after you. But I love when Lil Boosie tell the story on why he had to leave, where he was at. A lot of them left. I don't call it a sellout. I call it being wise because when you live around violence, drugs, dope, shootouts, innocent people getting killed, what if your child get hit next? There's nothing wrong with bringing your child up in a better environment. If you can do it, do it. That don't make you no sellout. That makes you a wise steward. And I'm going on that note. Y'all remain blessed. Shalom.